Hiya guys, this is my Survivor Series review. It's just finished, hence the huge bags under the eyes because it's 4 AM in the morning here. Okie dokie, let's give you a run through. Match 1 was Team Miz versus Team Morrison. Quite a nice little match. Not the best Survivor Series match I've ever seen, but certainly not bad. Dolph Ziggler was first out. Then Evan Bourne, then Finlay, then Swagger, then Shelton Benjamin, leaving Matt Hardy and John Morrison versus Sheamus, Drew McIntyre and The Miz. Then Matt got kicked out, leaving it 3-on-1, and Team Miz won with Sheamus pinning John Morrison. This was actually quite a surprise because I was expecting Morrison's team to win as Miz won at bragging rights, but it was actually quite nice. It was a decent Survivor Series match, solid 3 stars. Okay, Batista and Rey Mysterio. It actually started off as a sort of match I thought it was going to be. It was a classic power versus speed. And it was actually, Rey actually did quite well until he got caught, which we knew was going to happen. He got hit by a spear, and then a spine buster, and then 2 Batista bombs, and then the ref stopped it. And to be honest, I can't say I blame him. Yes, I'm a smoker, I apologise. After the match was stopped, Batista came into the ring with a chair and slammed Rey down onto the chair, and Rey was taken out on a stretcher. Probably about 2.5 stars, maybe 3 if you're particularly into it. But to be honest, I wasn't. It was kind of what I expected and not a hell of a lot more. I know this is out of order, but I don't care. The Divas match was a typical Divas match. 1.5 stars, a couple of nice bendy bits. Mickie James' team won. Right. Orton and Kofi Kingston, the 2-team match. This was actually a very good Survivor Series match. I really enjoyed it. First one to go out was Mark Henry via the RKO. Then R-Truth via the GTS. Ted DiBiase was rolled up by Christian. Regal was kicked out by MVP. MVP was out by a Crossroads. Rhodes got chucked out by the Kill Switch, which I really enjoyed. I actually quite like seeing Christian back in the ring with the other main WWE guys. I still think Christian is wasted on ECW personally. Christian was taken out by the RKO, leaving Punk, Kofi and Orton. We actually got a really, really nice Punk versus Kofi bit, which I really enjoyed because it's not people we get to see against each other very much, and they are ex tag team, so that was actually quite nice. Kofi managed to get a roll up on Punk to get him out, and then hit Trouble in Paradise on Orton to win the match. So Kofi's team wins with Kofi sole survivor. We kind of saw that Kofi was going to win by how much they've been pulling down Orton and Punk recently. Obviously, whether they're just pulling them down to pull the new guys up, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not too keen on bashing down one star to pull another up. I don't think it necessarily works particularly well. But there you go. I actually quite enjoyed the match. It was a good match to watch. It was a good sort of 3.5 stars. Well worth the watch. Right, Taker versus Y2J versus Big Show. Before Taker even came out, he made the crowd wait, and the crowd were chanting for Taker. It was a good match. It was alright. There were a couple of points when, because to be honest, I wanted Jericho to win because I actually really like Jericho. And there are a couple of bits where there was some close calls, and it was good. But Taker won via Hell's Gate on Big Show. 3-star, nice match. Nothing major, but at least Taker is coming back to the form we like to see him on. He actually looked more like a champion in this match than he has done in any of the previous ones since he's come back from injury. He's starting to look more like the Taker we adore, which is really nice. Right, and the last match was Cena, HBK, Triple H. DX entered together. This one, I lost count of the amount of times I actually screamed at the screen. I admit it. I was swearing at the screen. It was a good match. I really enjoyed it. Didn't end the way I wanted it to, but I knew it wasn't gonna before it started. So, right, okay. Literally, the bell rings. First thing that happens is HBK Sweet Chin Music's Triple H, which was very, very cool in one way. It was very Shawn Michaels, because he's never been one to let a tag team get in the way of him getting to what he wants. I really liked that. That really made me smile. So we got quite a nice bit of HBK versus Cena time while Triple H is unconscious outside the ring. Then Cena's about to chuck HBK through the table. Triple H interrupts and Spinebusters HBK through the table. So then we get quite a nice bit of Triple H Cena time. Fair enough. Shawn gets back in it. Cena gets thrown outside. We get some HBK, Triple H against each other. Which, being not really being a Triple H fan and being a HBK fan, I've always liked watching those two go at it, because I've always found it quite entertaining. So that was quite nice. We got to the point where Cena came back in. Cena got Sweet Chin Music. Triple H got Sweet Chin Music and landed on top of Cena. Shawn Michaels fell out of the ring at this point. So you've got Cena with Triple H on top of him, unconscious, in the ring. Luckily Cena kicked out, because I was like shouting, because it was just like, I don't want, if Trick has to get the belt back, I don't want it to happen like that, which was part of the whole scheme of things, because I am a HBK fan and I wanted HBK to win, and anyone who has that kind of not a fan of Cena, not a fan of Triple H, will be swearing at the screen several times during this match. Really good. Ended up with quite a few flick rounds of Triple H going to pedigree Cena. Shawn hit Sweet Chin Music on Triple H to get him off of Cena. Then, just as Shawn spun round, Cena caught him in the Attitude Adjustment onto Triple H. Shawn rolled off of Triple H, and Cena pinned Triple H, so Cena wins. Wasn't surprised that Cena won, but it was done well. And I genuinely enjoyed this match. Yeah, Survivor Series, worth watching. Overall, probably 3.5-star, 4-star pay-per-view. That's my quick review, as I'm going to bed.